The Fraser Valley is an incredibly expensive place to live, with cost of living rising and housing not really getting any more affordable. A lot of people opt to look for properties that are like condos. Now in this video, we're gonna go over 5 of the best condos to live in Abbotsford, British Columbia. So if you've been thinking about buying a condo and you're looking for more information about where to live in Abbotsford, BC, you may find this video helpful choosing a location and choosing a condo building to live in. Now I'm Joe Pratap with RE/MAX. I shoot a ton of content about what it's like to live around the Fraser Valley. If you find this video helpful, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button so that we can stay connected. And without further ado, let's get right into it. The 5 best condo buildings in Abbotsford, British Columbia. All right, now the first stop on our list today is gonna be the Waterleaf Condo Building in East Abbotsford. Now there are 2 buildings in this strata. The building on the right, the 2242 building, the building on the left, the 2238 building, and the location is on the base of 𝐂𝐚𝐥𝐿 Road as we're heading up the hill just past Castle Fun Park. On the right-hand side, when we're heading up, you're gonna turn right and that road veers to the right towards the lower Sumas area where Save On Foods and Shoppers Drug Mart are. That is the building and that is the site for the Waterleaf Condo Building. Now, a lot of people like this building for a couple of reasons. For starters, it was built in 2016. It is the newest condo building available in East Abbotsford and one of the few that have been built in recent years. Now, the Waterleaf Condo Building was built purposely with views of Mount Baker, and the construction of these 2 buildings couldn't be any better, sharing a amenity center in the middle, and there is a pool and a hot tub that actually look out and over towards Mount Baker. Now, the builder purposely put the location of the pool in the middle of the 2 buildings for that scenic kind of view of Mount Baker and the mountains around Mount Baker. Now at the Waterleaf Condo Building, there's a couple different floor plans to choose from, including a 1-bedroom and a den. There is 2-bedroom units and a handful of 3-bedroom units at the Waterleaf Building. Some of the 3-bedroom units ranging in size of up to 1,100 square feet for the penthouse corner locations, and the views from those homes are absolutely amazing. Now, as mentioned, there is a pool and a hot tub, which are incredible amenities. This building also has a fantastic gym, so you can cancel that gym membership, has a fully functional gym, as well as a safe underground with 2 levels of parking. Now, the Waterleaf Condo Building has resale units currently selling in the high 400s, all the way up to the mid 600,000 range as of right now. One of the key amenities to this specific building is how walkable the building is to shopping. You don't need to start the car. You could literally walk across the parking lot to Save On Foods, to Shoppers Drug Mart. There's a handful of restaurants. There's a fresh sliced pizza, a sushi shop, coffee shop, and there's a local vet too next door with 2 major banks in the same parking lot. You could also walk down the hill towards the other shopping mall, the North Parallel, which has even more shopping. So a very, very walkable community if you lived in the Waterleaf buildings. Now the second stop on our list for condo buildings is Summit Point at Mill Lake. Now Summit Point at Mill Lake is a high-rise building in Abbotsford, and it happens to have no age restrictions, which is something that is extremely popular on a lot of people's lists. Summit Point also has a fantastic amenity center, including a pool, a gym, a sauna. There's even a guest suite that can be rented out for as low as $80 a month if you have out-of-town guests staying with you and not quite enough room in your suite. The building also has a fantastic live-in caretaker who takes extremely good care of the building. It is one of the best maintained buildings in the entire city of Abbotsford. Now this building, Summit Point at Mill Lake, it also has a safe and secure underground parking with big storage lockers, and there is even EV charging available in this building. Now, a lot of people like the Summit Point at Mill Lake specifically because it's located across from the shopping mall, Seven Oaks Mall. Now, you don't need to start the car. You can literally cross the street and you're at all the big box shopping like Best Buy, London Drugs. There's the new Meridian Meats too as well, Sport Check. That mall has a food court that has over 15 good restaurants to eat at too as well. This is a popular building with a lot of amenities. Now, condos inside the Summit Point range at a resale value of the mid 500,000s all the way up to the mid 700,000s with a couple different floor plans to choose from. This is a high-rise building made of concrete, and the views from this building are very, very good. On the south side, you will have units that face Mount Baker. On the west side, you'll have units that face Mill Lake. And on the north side, you'll have units that face the Garibaldis. Some fantastic views from the Summit at Mill Lake Condo Building. Now, for the third stop on our list of condo buildings in Abbotsford, we're gonna stop at Regency Park. Now, Regency Park is located just off of Gladwin before McClure. There are actually 3 different Regency Park buildings. We've got Regency Park 1, Regency Park 2, and Regency Park 3. Now, 2 of the Regency Park buildings are on the same strata, with 1 of those buildings being on their own strata. We've got 2 of those buildings that are age 55 plus, and 1 of the buildings that have no age restrictions at all. Now, the 2 buildings that share the same amenity center are the ones in the same strata, and there is a pretty nice amenity center, which includes a pool, a hot tub, there's a games room and a theater area that you can use, guest suites too as well, and the 2 buildings are connected through a main lobby amenities area. The third building that is in its own strata also has a pool and a hot tub. That building has no age restrictions at all, and that one is on its own strata. Now, a lot of people like the Regency Park 3 buildings because it happens to be walkable and right across the street from some of the major amenities like Superstore and a handful of amazing restaurants too as well. If you're into exercising and going for walks, we're right around the corner from Rotary Stadium, and that is a popular hub for a lot of people that want to exercise and walk around the runners tracks at the stadium. Now, that brings us to the next stop on our list, which is going to be just around the corner at Hudson's Loft. Now, the Hudson Loft condo building is popular for a lot of cool reasons. There's a couple different floor plans at the Hudson Loft. They range from just studio 1-bedroom style condominiums to 2-story loft style condos, which are pretty unique to the city of Abbotsford. In fact, I've only actually ever seen a couple condo loft buildings like this throughout the Fraser Valley. So picture main floor living, kitchen, dining, laundry, and then you have a stair that goes upstairs to a bedroom and full ensuite in the loft that overlooks the living and dining area. It's a really cool feature that a lot of people seem to like, especially young working professionals in the area. The neighborhood at the Hudson Loft is also super walkable. It happens to be just down the street from a bunch of good restaurants. My favorite, Trading Post Brewery, which happens to be just across the parking lot. You can get to Superstore in less than 5 minutes, and you can walk to Seven Oaks Mall in approximately 15 minutes. This is an extremely walkable community. Now, Hudson Loft also has something fairly unique. There are a couple units that are actually zoned for work and live in. So if you have a business like a hair salon, there's actually a couple different layouts that you could potentially run a business from and be okay with the strata. Also something that is fairly unique throughout the Fraser Valley. Now, the 5th and final stop on our list of the top 5 condo buildings in the city of Abbotsford is going to be the 𝐁𝐨𝐤 Condo Building. Now, 𝐁𝐨𝐤 condos are brand new pre-sale condo building located on the border of East Abbotsford and Central Abbotsford. At the 𝐁𝐨𝐤 Condo Building, which is being built by award-winning builder Diverse Properties, there's going to be 5 total buildings, all low-rise buildings on the site plan. The first 2 buildings are completely sold out, but phase 3 which will be completing in 2027. That building is still for sale right now, with future phase 4 and future phase 5 to come after that. The 𝐁𝐨𝐤 Condo Buildings is very high on a lot of people's list for a couple different reasons. They have some really cool floor plans ranging from 1-bedroom studio-like condos, 2-bedroom condos, and 3-bedroom condos on some of the bigger ones. They have a really cool feature on the patios with a fully enclosed retractable 𝐕𝐢𝐬𝐬 solarium, which gives you a little bit more heated living space on your patios. So if you're into entertaining or you just need some more space, you want to put the dog out there or something like that, you've got a full utilized patio that's heated year-round use, and some of those units are going to have tremendous views of the east side as well as Mount Baker. Now, the 𝐁𝐨𝐤 Condo Buildings are still being sold today. If you have any questions about specific floor plans, they range in prices, you can DM me anytime. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video about the top 5 condos to live in Abbotsford, BC. I'm Joe Pratap with RE/MAX, and I shoot a ton of content about what it's like to live in and around the Fraser Valley. Now, if you have any specific condos or real estate questions, the easiest way to connect, right below this video, click that link to schedule a call with me. It'll take you to my calendar, and you can book a call at a time that's convenient for you. Thanks for watching.